A little over 4 years ago, I worked at a hardware store in Live Oak, Florida. One day while I was working, I got a text from this beautiful girl I was dating asking if I wanted to go grab lunch from Zaxby's. Of course, I said yes and met up with her during my lunch break. So we're eating lunch and I'm halfway through my kickin' chicken sandwich when she says, "I took a pregnancy test yesterday and it was positive." I never finished that sandwich. I don't even think I ate the rest of the day if I'm being honest. I was convinced I had just ruined my life. Later that day, she bought me a coffee at Starbucks hoping to cheer me up, and I just chewed on the straw for like 20 minutes while I thought about how bad the situation really was. I grew up thinking that this was the worst thing that could ever happen to me, having a baby out of wedlock. I was sure everyone in my church would shun me. Needless to say, it took me a few days to warm up to the idea of becoming a parent. Before long, I realized that the situation was actually a blessing. This was our chance to start a family and bring this child into a loving, peaceful home. We were determined to be the best parents we could possibly be. So we told some close friends and family about what was going on, and as we told more people, we felt less stressed about the situation. It turned out pretty much everyone we told was excited for us, and instead of judging us, they prayed for us. They gave us advice, and they helped us. I ended up marrying my girlfriend of 4 years and began the journey into married life and parenthood all at the same time. Right after we got married, we did what anyone expecting a baby should do. We got 3 Starbucks drinks in 3 sizes and announced that we were going to be starting a family. The more the news spread, the more excited we became. Soon we found out we were having a baby girl, and we actually agreed on her name right after releasing balloons at the gender reveal party. Audrey Faye Taylor. The next several months were interesting. My wife could smell like never before. There was morning sickness, except it happened in the evening. You know, all the usual pregnancy stuff. I built a crib during that time. I painted the nursery. I helped baby-proof things throughout the house. I was getting excited to meet Audrey. Early one morning, my wife woke me up and said her water broke. We grabbed our bags that were packed for the hospital and we left. Of course, things never go quite as planned. Our windshield was iced over and it seemed like it took hours to defrost, but finally the ice melted and we made it to the hospital. It was a long day, and throughout it all my wife was a rock star. At 11:11 p.m. on December 13th, 2014, Audrey Faye Taylor entered this world. I remember she came out crying and there was this little squeak every time she took a breath. I took her to the side while the doctors were finishing up with my wife, and I just said her name and she stopped crying. It was like she recognized my voice from when I would talk to her from outside her mama's belly. It was pretty cool. She grew up so fast. One day she could hardly move in her bassinet, and then suddenly she's walking. Life's been an adventure with her around. And I mean that in the best way. She's taught me so much about myself, and I swell up with pride all the time as I see her growing, making new friends, learning new things. She's just amazing. And I know some people like to play the what if game and ask, would you make a different choice if you could go back in time? But honestly, I wouldn't. I couldn't imagine life without my little Audrey. You see, when I first found out I was going to be a father, I thought I was being punished or cursed or something, but I've realized after being a father for 4 years that children are never a punishment or a curse. Children are life's greatest joy.